Lower Decks isn't done. But what Secret Hideout might actually be planning to do with this show is left field even for them and for Alex Kurtzman. Welcome to Scitrek Daily, your daily dose of Scitrek TV, movie, news and gossip. I love Lower Decks. I've always loved Lower Decks. I think it's a love letter to the next generation. I love the fact that because it's animated, they get to do a comedy and they get to have fun with this series. Now, not all of you guys agree. I know that a lot of you just think it's silly and stupid and it's not sci-fi. But because it's animated, for me, it's okay. Now, I even loved the animated live-action crossover that they did. That's a hint for where I'm going with this. Obviously, be prepared for this. I hope it's not true. But I love the crossover they did, where Boimler and thing went over to Strange New Worlds, and they did that whole thing, and the Riker maneuver, all that. I freaking loved it. So, hearing the news that the 5th season of Lower Decks was going to be the last confused and kerfuddled me. But I did hear, through the lovely people that speak to us over here at Scitrek, actually, that it's something that Skydance are a bit confused about as well. Now, I told you guys in a couple of lives and in a couple of recent videos that I was hearing news that actually Skydance was doing a strategic review, and they were looking at the Star Trek franchise. And they looked at Strange New Worlds and the cost of it and going past 5 seasons and how people get a little bit upset about the, like Canon stomping, like stomp, 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 stomp. Kirk and Pike don't really know each other in the Prime Universe, but oh my lord, do they know each other now, because, history's been changed. But anyway, I also talked to you about Starfleet Academy, etc. Season 2 being announced, and how they're maybe not very happy about that. But when they did the strategic review, apparently the companies and the people that looked at Lower Decks sort of went, well, look, this is a profitable TV show. It's doing really well. It's well liked. It doesn't really cost much to make. And why would you end it after 5 seasons? Well, it seems that they're not going to. Now, I am being told that there is a big project next for Lower Decks. I am actually told there is going to be another comic book series and a couple of other things. But at actually New York Comic Con, Michael McMahon kind of confirmed this, where he said it's not over in its current form. Now, that could mean lots of things. That could have just meant the comic book series that's coming, to be fair. But I'm being told that no, it is going to be a movie, and that Skydance have already agreed in principle. Now, Skydance don't own Paramount at the moment, so Paramount don't have to do what Skydance say on this, but I'm being told that there is a reasonably good relationship there, and Skydance are being sort of just given the nod before anything major is greenlit, even though they weren't for season 2 of Starfleet Academy, but I've told you the reasons for that. So, apparently, Skydance would be interested. They are happy to move forwards with a movie. But apparently there has been some conversations, because Secret Hideout have pitched an idea to make the movie a live-action movie. Now, part of my brain goes, oh my god, that'd be freaking amazing. And part of Secret Hideout's argument is, look at what we did with the Strange New Worlds crossover and how well it was received. Apparently, they did this whole pitch meeting where they put all the actors up that actually play the characters and sort of said, look, they can all play it. They were all kind of designed off the actor, the characters, in the show. So this could work, and people might love it. Skydance's answer was, well, that's going to cost a lot more to make. And Secret Hideout went, well, yeah. But it is apparently a serious possibility that we're going to see a live action Cerritos and the whole crew doing a Lower Decks episode movie. Now, I'm a little confused by it as well, because the point about Lower Decks and why for me it works as a comedy show, and some of my frustration with Strange New Worlds when they do their silly comedy episodes, as many as they do, is that because it's animated, I can separate it in my brain from the universe of Star Trek, and then I don't mind that it's a bit silly and funny. But if they do live action, the walls between the two of reality start tumbling. And instead of being a comedy silly show that I can, remove from canon in my brain, it all of a sudden is dead center in the middle of canon. It's real, if that makes sense. This is my problem with these rumors about a Star Trek sitcom being produced, is that it's going to be very firmly in the Prime universe, which means it's real. Not real, but you know what I mean. And that kind of breaks the illusion for me, and I'm concerned about that. If they're going to do a comedy Star Trek show, do it, but make it animated. It just makes more sense. It can be enjoyed for what it is, and we can separate it a little bit, even though the stuff that happens in Lower Decks is canon. It's canon, but it's not quite the same, so we can, separate it in our brains a little bit. So, a live-action movie, I think it'll be a straight-to-TV movie. It'll be straight to Paramount Plus. It'll be a Section 31 sort of thing. If it was live-action, I imagine it would get the same sort of budget as a Section 31 movie. But if it's an animated movie, it would cost about a tenth of what a live-action movie would cost. So I don't know if Skydad's going to go for that. But we'll find out very soon. I am being told, basically, as soon as they get the green light from everybody, they're going to move ahead with this. Secret Hideout are very keen to get it in production. So I think we should know in the next few months if this is going to happen, and if it's going to happen, what exactly it will be. But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you think. A live-action Lower Decks movie? Is that something you want to see? Or actually, would just an animated movie that could be produced quite quickly and got on our screens quite quickly be way more interesting for you? And I'd love to know just whether you love Lower Decks or not. Get in the comments and tell me. Are you enjoying Season 5? Because I've only seen one episode so far and it's bloody good. I'm about to watch the rest. Get into the comments and tell me exactly what you think. As always, guys, please stay safe and I'll see you next time.